Hey, I wanted to boast about the new rack that we got on our Gladiator. The Gladiator was purchased for more overlanding as opposed to our other Jeep you might have seen, which was made for more rock crawling with, big axles and things. We wanted build something more for overlanding. And I just got back from 4 days through Death Valley, where we did quite a few miles on dirt, and we camped. And I wanted to make it as easy as possible to just move and camp. And so what we did was we set up a Lightner rack. And of all the racks I've seen, I think this is by far the most useful. And I'll explain a couple reasons why I like this. One of the things I want to do is eventually, because I just put this together right before the trip, didn't have time to source a rack, but we're going to put a rack up there. And the reason I like the Lightner is I can walk up into here and reach the rack standing up. And when I'm loading stuff in the front, I'm pushing that bar forward so I can, lean over, get my stuff in the front, but I can still load the whole bed. One of the things that I always like to have at campsites is a table, definitely table space when we're cooking and just hanging out. And so I bought this fairly decent size table, and then I just built some wood slides out of plywood, and put a wood floor on it with a track. And so it was great to have a lot of table space and easy access to it. The Lightner rack is super stout, and they're one of the only ones that have these supports. Because of my refrigerator, I couldn't put the other support on the other side, but I don't think it needs it. I mean, with this support and then the crossbars, it's more than stout. I mean, this thing is super steady. What's really cool about this whole setup, the whole system, is the Lightner storage compartments. I bought the big long one. I didn't want 3 individual ones. I just wanted to save time, and anything that's stored in here, I just want to open one door. I can access everything, and so I like the long one. And then the other things that I wanted that were easy access, like my camera gear, my air up and air down gear, tire plug kit, that's what I put up here. Just stuff that I wanted to get to quick. And this is really nice. And the nice thing about this too is if we were leaving, walking away from the truck, I can lock this. And so that's really nice. I found a really good spot for our tow strap. Again, something that I really want to have fast access to if I need this. And so all I did was I just strapped, I bought these on Amazon, and then Factor 55, it's similar to what Factor 55 one. And I just strapped it right to this back part, and I think it's a great spot for it in case I need to yank somebody out. One of the things we always have in our rigs is at least one fire extinguisher. For now, this is the one that we have. I'm gonna put more on later probably, but this is our fire extinguisher bracket, and it's just really quick. I mean, that's what you want in a fire extinguisher bracket, is something that's just super quick and easy. And you don't want to be trying to figure out and reading instructions on how to get your fire extinguisher out. So we have it here for now, easy place to put it. I think later on I'll probably put it in a more accessible location. I also use it for my blow-off tool. This is our trigger. We use it to blow off camera lenses and little things. And I also have this on one of those same kind of fire extinguisher brackets, so I can just release it, pull it out, blow off whatever I need to clean, and then just put it back. So if you'll notice, we have a rack MOLLE system in the entire interior of the bed. And what we have there is the Moto-Built. And we looked at a lot of different ones. The reason I like the Moto-Built the best was I think it's the most secure, because you're actually putting nut zerts down in the bottom and securing the bottom of this, so it doesn't move at all while you're going down the trail, especially when you're putting heavy stuff on it. If we wanted to put a power tank on it, I have no problem putting a power tank or a propane tank on it. a lot of times, especially when we were in Baja, we're going through just silt dust, and what we like to see is all the rigs have dust lights, and these are the Baja designs, super bright, super, and it's not annoying it during the daytime, which is when we're using it, but it really helps safety-wise to keep that guy from running into you because he didn't know you were sitting. You had to stop in the dust, and he didn't see you. On this side, there's just so many things you can do to customize the setup. I knew I wanted 2 bottles, 2 10-pounders. We're running 40-inch tires, and we can probably get by with 110. But just in case, if we have to run air tools, which we did out in here in Moab, which is where we are now, it's good to have that extra capacity of gas. In our case, to run die grinders for before we weld it on a guy's rig, to clean paint, clean metal, things like that. So the 20 pounds of gas is perfect for this rig with 40s. And I just set them up on the Lightner brackets here. I did have to drill some holes because their pattern didn't line up with our pattern, but it wasn't that hard to do. 3 pounds of gas is about all I needed. I figured if I ran out of gas and had to get to a gas station, 3 gallons, I figured it'd give me enough miles to get to it. The antenna here is holding a rugged radio antenna. And until we set this system in here, I tell you, right here, this is on a Carolina Metal Master rack system here, rack system. But until we had this, we were using handhelds. And handhelds work really well, the rugged radial handhelds, the blue ones. But we got much more distance when we did this. And so we're really happy that we ended up putting the bigger unit, the higher wattage system in. So a privacy tent up here. And so that's for your shower, for your toilet, whatever. And I use a 5-gallon bucket system, which is up there. And so this just pops out, and then I still had this empty spot back here, so I had a shovel back in here on these grips here. And then because this is your privacy tent location, I'm using this 5-gallon Lightner jug water containment for a shower, which I just sit right in here. It just sits there and stays there. It's perfect. And when I need water, I just pull it out. And it's the nice thing about it is you can pump the pressure in here, and it works really well. One of the most important pieces of equipment that I think that we're carrying here on this Gladiator is the Pro Eagle jack. This jack, which is the 1.5 ton, it's a lot easier to carry around. It's plenty strong enough for this Jeep. We got to use it down in Death Valley last week. Lady had a flat tire in a Toyota pickup. It was a 2-wheel drive. She had a jack out. She couldn't fit it under. She couldn't even fit her own jack underneath her rig. We stopped, asked her if she needed help. She obviously did. So we just pulled that thing down, and within 2 minutes we had her front end jacked up, tire off. So that's a key piece of equipment that we always go on the trail with, is the Pro Eagle floor jack. Easy to pull off and easy to put back up. And so we had her fixed up in probably 10 minutes total, all cleaned up. So it's a great piece. But really like this rack. This is the cast version, and it's just a great looking rack. We don't have probably half the accessories that are available from Lightner, but for now, it's working really well. Yeah, I like it.